Okay, so welcome back from the break. You're still watching The Morning Rush here on Metro TV with me, Decifaden the Star, when I'm here with Nanaya Tonowache. We are going to be talking now about Forex trading, a lot of things, about this particular topic. For me, I've been trying to wrap my head around it. I know they understand one bit, Seth, and I know a lot of people out there also have been trying to get their heads around what Forex trading really is about. One gentleman who's doing so well for himself when it comes to Forex, to the extent that his name on social media, there's Forex added to it. Born on Monday, KOJO FOREX, Forex, not Forest. Forex. KOJO FOREX, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, thank you so much.
Good to see you, though.
Good to see you.
To see you on Twitter and everything.
Right.
And what you've been working on, it's some great achievement. And Anaya has been saying some nice stuff. Yeah, the last time you were here. Now your hand is shine small.
Yes, the last time he was single. Now he's married.
Right,
he's off the Forex market.
Yeah. So
yeah,
this whole business about Forex trading, as you have gotten to this level, what are the many things that you hear people say that it gets you thinking, people do not understand this?
Obviously, the number one being that it's scam, which is ridiculous, and it's hard to even wrap my head around it because it's not hidden, Forex is not done in the hidden, space. It's just that it's quite unfortunate that that level of education or publicity that it needs around here, it's very minimal, and then some of us are doing that hard work, to put it out there. Tell you the truth, it's one of the most easiest alternative, employment means that especially unemployed graduates can get started on, or it can be like a good leap of faith for them to even jump onto something better they want to do. But Forex is that thing that you can literally fall on when you're especially like, it's not necessarily for educated youth per se, unemployed educated. Everybody can do it, but I'm saying, they're gearing it towards, the mass unemployment. Quite recently, there was just little, as a buaha about tax rates being put on betting, and everybody's like, it's like our livelihood and stuff like that, because that means that, all the youth are just about betting. But like there's an alternative that is literally, in a more, I would say, regulated space in terms of like how financially it runs, which is the Forex market, and then it runs online as well. So basically, everybody can get on board. As I'd even want that we have converts, right, who gear their interest from sport betting into Forex trading, and that would be like amazing. Trust me.
For the ordinary viewer watching and probably hearing Forex trading for the very first time, in basic terms, what is Forex trading?
So it's basically a derivative market, right? So that sounds like a big word, but think about it this way, in our everyday life, we are one way or the other involved in trading, especially on the market, but we do it in physical forms, right? Behind the scenes, I was hearing you have a conversation about asking somebody, do you know about Forex trading? And said, okay, is it not the dollar we want to change, right? That is like the physical presence, but our job is basically online based, right? So think about the physical presence converted into online based, right? But I'll break it down, right? So let's say you have, let's say, $200, right? Let's say you have $200, right, in cash. You cannot spend your $200 in Ghana, right? You have to go to the Forex Bureau and then
change to cities.
And change to cities, right?
Yeah.
Now, let's say again that you're traveling to the US. You obviously cedis spend your cedis in the US. So you go to the Forex Bureau and say, oh, I want to purchase what? USD, right? And then they give you. So you see that I've given two scenarios, where one, you are the one owning the dollars and then you're selling to them, and then the other one is you wanting to go and buy the dollars from them. Did you get a clear scenario? That's like the everyday man's approach to Forex trading, right? But what you don't know is that the Forex Bureau man, right, who is selling it to you, they are making profit off the price differences, right? When you are going to sell to him, you say, okay, maybe for your $200, I'll buy it at 10 CD per dollar. And then when you are going to buy, you say, okay, I'll sell it to you at 12 CD per dollar. He's making a profit of what? $2. Two cities, literally 2 cities, right? But that is like the layman's approach, the on-the-ground approach. But for us, what we do is speculating on the price movement, right? So I'll break it down again. Speculating on the price movement is in the sense that, let's say currently Ghana cedis to the dollar is $1 is equivalent to 11 cedis, right? $1 is equivalent to 11 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
And then you are speculating that based on, you know, your chart analysis and stuff like that, that we are experts in, you can speculate that it's going to go to 16 cedis, right? That's extra what? 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like almost extra what? 6 cedi or 7 cedi added, right? How can you take advantage of that? That is the idea now. Okay. Imagine that I have the deep intel and I tell you that, look, cedi is currently 11 to $1, right? But it's going to go to 16 cedis in the next 3 months. How can you take advantage of that? That's the question that you must first ask yourself, right? It means that if you accumulate a lot of dollars now, right? Let's say you have $100 now, and then if you have $100 now, you're going to get 111 Ghana cedis, right?
Yeah. 111.
I mean, if you have $100, right, then you're going to get 1,100.
1,100.
Yes, 1,100 Ghana cedis, right? That's because the exchange rate is 1:11.
Yeah, 1:11.
If you keep that same $100, right, and then indeed the rate goes to the 16 cedis that I'm talking about, now your $100 is now what? 1,600. You subtract that from the difference just by holding your dollars, right, and not exchanging it, and then the exchange rates fluctuating, you have made a profit. So imagine that now we are talking about $100. This same scenario, we are talking about it in $10,000. Can you imagine the difference?
So when the dollar was really going up, I think last year, October, when it was getting to 18 cedis, 15 cedis, how did you benefit? How did the Forex market benefit from it?
So you see, before I come to that question, right, I'll address your question specifically. But before I come to your question, I must make it clear that I'm giving this Ghanaian context of scenario just because it makes more sense for us to understand. But we don't trade the Ghana cedis on the international Forex market.
Oh, okay.
We don't trade the Ghana cedis, right?
Okay.
We trade currencies that are quite volatile, that move, which is like the US dollar, the euro, the pound, exactly. But for more people to understand and relate with what I'm saying, that's why I'm using this context. But it did benefit me anyway, you know, because during those times I was quite involved in a hefty project, right, construction project, which was consuming a lot of my cash. And then what it helped me is that because of my expertise in knowing how the dollar can fluctuate, it helped me in hedging my Ghana cedis in dollars. So that like at any point in time, like whatever the current exchange rate, you know, exchange rate really, especially in Ghana, our exchange rate is tied with our inflation rate. In that and then it's also tied with our funny enough, our oil as well, right? Fuel prices. So what then happened is that if you want to be very secure and safe as a businessman, right, and then you understand the fluctuation of the market, and then sometimes they call it like dollarization, right, which is like holding a lot of dollars. You are at peace with how prices change. Today you go, they say, okay, cement is 50 cedis. Next day they say it's 80 cedis. Imagine you're still holding cedis. It means you have to expend a lot more cedis. But these fluctuations are because the exchange rates are changing. Not because the people want to change them. So imagine that you're holding dollars. Okay, you go there and they say, okay, the cement is 50 cedis, you change your dollars, you purchase. Cement is 100 cedis, you change the same dollars, you purchase. But that's like an everyday application of it.
That's interesting.
I mean, it's a lot to my mind, you know, and these things will take very personal education, sort of, you know, to get things.
I think that's why he's having
his expo. We'll get into the expo in a bit. But do people not have a point to say that this thing, because it's like a risk? Sometimes you have people say that they're making the money. Other times you can lose everything. And if you promise, or if the promise is that go make money from this thing, and then you go put your money in it.
Put in a lot of capital.
And then you lose it.
Okay, so let's come to that part. Look, trading is about one of the most safest business, right, that you can get. I'm telling you the truth. Because think about it this way. Imagine that you are starting a business, right, that you have the personal choice, right, to determine the risk before you get involved, right? What I'm saying is, okay, you're talking about putting your fortune into it. Let's say you put $10,000 into it. In the market, you are the let's say controller, you are the trader, you are the risk manager, you are everything all in one person, right? So you can wake up and say, okay, for my $10,000 today, I feel like exposing only $50 to the market.
Okay.
And it's not going to go overboard. I feel like exposing $100. It's not going to go overboard. It's human greed that just gets people, excited because let's say, for instance, they put $50. They see that, okay, I've made a profit of 100. Wow. Then I can put 5,000 and then it just blows up. But that's not how we operate professionally. Okay. So in terms of risk, it's not even a conversation to have in trading.
Okay. Anyway, Nana, let's get into his expo.
Yes, I know you have you've been having seminars, teaching people, mentoring people with this whole trading, and the one that is coming up soon is the one that will be happening at the UPSC. Yes. Tell us about it.
So that event is a very special one. Last year we did the same thing, and tell you the truth, last year we did it with my own team members and people that are out there in Ghana here. But this is an upgraded version of it. This time I'm bringing traders from all over the continent, right, in different nations who are really out there. The Forex market is extremely developed in South Africa. Yeah. We're talking about the African sub-region. You can talk about South Africa, then you can talk about Nigeria, then you can talk about even Kenya before you come to Ghana, right? Yeah. But we are getting there. Yeah. But the expo, I'm inviting top traders from South Africa, top traders from Nigeria, people that are well connected. You go there, they understand their business. It's not even okay, what is trading? Tell me about it. It's everyday thing. The way you come to Ghana and talk about betting and almost everybody understand it. It's the same with trading in South Africa and then in Nigeria. And I'm bringing their top people to come. I mean, quite recently we've done well with the sensitization. A lot of people are interested in trading, and then people are beginning to really look into it. So we want to make it more formal, more acceptable, and then that's why we're organizing this expo to break it down. You hear from the people that have really made it up to that far, including myself, and then we just go from the beginner level and then how big this thing can take you if you give it some
So what's the date?
It's on 29th April, right? And then we're starting at 9:30, right? The place is actually going to be very packed, so anybody that really wants to get there, you must come early, right? Yeah. And then
is it free?
It's free.
Okay. It's free.
It's free.
It's free.
Oh, it's free. It's free.
But I see cash price up to
$5,000. Yes.
You are dashing
someone who win.
Yes. Yes.
You are dashing someone $5,000.
Yes.
What criteria will make that person win this?
So for the criteria to make people win, you just only have to create an account with our broker that we trade with, right? Last time I was here, I think I did explain what a broker is. In trading, you cannot just wake up and obviously start. Yeah. It's let's say, I like to relate it with betting because that's what makes people understand. You want to start betting, you go register a sporty bet. Right? In trading too, we have our brokers. I use Xness. So you create an Xness account, you fund a minimum of, let's say, $10, $20. You send the details to us, and then you are put in the draw. That is going to push you for the lucky. So it's easy, simple. Nobody is requesting anything.
It's just
from you. Yes.
A draw. We pick one.
Yeah, you can win that.
Yes.
That should be amazing.
Someone has to do something. No. Do it.
we can get it ourselves. But anyways, it's been exciting hearing this. But of course, there's to be more education about Forex trading, as you mentioned. Yes. So please, on the 29th of April at the UPSC auditorium, make sure that you join Kojo and his friends from South Africa, Nigeria, coming in to teach about Forex trading. I saw when he posted a flyer on Twitter, a lot of people were talking about it. Yeah, so please, 29th, that's Saturday coming this week. Yes. At the UPS auditorium, just join him there. And but I said your money compound.
Oh, now I'm playing.
Millionaire level.
Oh yes. You want me to say something?
We'll go talk about it.
Have you seen his new car?
We'll go see him outside.
Oh no, I don't think he came with that one. It came with a ribbon.
We'll go and see that one.
It's the RR.
Hey, okay.
Oh boy.
Kojo, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Always a pleasure. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this will wrap up our conversation for today and the whole show. Thank you for joining us on The Morning Rush.